Yeah, I said it, we are. This is Rock Nation. Pledge your allegiance.
iPad. He monitors it from up here from the huddles, and then they can like rewind real
Good
quick.
evening, Mustang Nation. Welcome to Week 6 of the North Dakota High School football season. We got the Minot Magicians coming in to play the West Fargo Sheyenne Mustangs tonight, a number 2 versus number 3 matchup. The Magicians being the number 2 team in the state, and the Mustangs being the number 3 team in the state. I'm Jackson Miller. Joining alongside me once again is Dan Wolf up here in the booth. Dan, this is going to be an exciting matchup. Minot, a very solid program this year. They're undefeated, 5-0. And I think the story tonight is how strong their defense has been. We're going to be talking about that here in the pregame. Minot has scored 170 points on the season so far, and they've only given up 12, which is against Mandan. Other than that, they have 4 shutouts tonight.
Yeah, Jackson, this is the marquee matchup in the state tonight. Anytime you get top 5 teams going up against each other, that means something. But you're right, this is a stout, tough, strong Minot Magician football team, and they will control the line of scrimmage, or they have, against virtually every opponent so far. And as you alluded to, their undefeated record and that point differential has really shown. So this is a team that's going to pose a lot of trouble for the Mustangs tonight, and hopefully Coach Newton and the rest of the Mustangs are ready to go.
Well, this is a Minot squad that we're not used to seeing in recent years. A couple years ago, we saw Sheyenne just roll through these guys during the regular season and in the playoffs. But this year, 5-0, 4 shutouts coming into tonight. I mean, against solid teams as well. It's not like their schedule's super light or anything. They've played pretty good teams so far this year. So this is a team that's showing that they're pretty legit and showing off their magic.
Absolutely. I mean, really, how many variations of the schedule can there be when there's so few teams in the 3A division? And so they've not played a cupcake schedule at all or anything like that. They're just a really well-coached team, and you're right, we haven't seen Minot play this well or be this highly ranked for a while, but this is a team that definitely looks like they have the makings of being a contender. As we see the 3A poll on your screen here, Shanley's still number 1, and that offense is certainly dynamic, but no team can boast the kind of defensive performance that Minot has put in and week out this year.
Absolutely, and the last time we saw success like this from that team was probably 2017 when they made the state championship and they came up short against West Fargo. They lost 56-28 as West Fargo completed their undefeated season that year. So that was 6 years ago, but ever since then they were on a little bit of a decline. But now looks like they're starting to rise up again. You know, that's going to happen in high school sports. They're going to go through times where we saw with
peaks and valleys in every sport. You bet.
We saw it with Century last year. You know, their record kind of showed. You know, they're a team that usually probably only loses 1 or 2 games a year during that dynasty they had. And then last year they were 3-6 going into the playoffs.
And I think maybe teams overlooked them or took them lightly, and they came here and surprised the Mustangs and made it all the way to the Dakota Bowl. So you never know in high school sports what's going to happen, but certainly if you're going to be a coach in high school, you have to know that you're going to weather some peaks and valleys, plus there's some bad luck of injuries and all those sorts of things that mixes in as well.
We're going to send the attention down to the PA. We'll be right back with some more keys to the game and the starting lineups.
Dakota Conference and school administration encourage and promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We ask that you cheer for your team and be respectful of the opponents. As high school student athletes and representatives of their communities, the Mustangs and Magicians are committed to fair play, responsibility, and respect. They invite you to support their efforts. Together, let us all help create an environment for high school competition that we can be proud of. Working the chains tonight are Matt Klayman, Raleigh Swedberg, Kyle Benjamin, and Leslie Moe. And up in the press box, we have Daryl Lund, Seth Kaiser, Darren Bardall, and my name is Cameron Holland. I'm proud to be the voice of the Mustangs. A huge thank you to all event staff for helping organize tonight's events. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please stand if you're able, remove any headwear, and remain at attention as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem by the Cheyenne Pep Band under the direction of Mr. James Landman.
Okay. You want me to zoom in?
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet tonight's
So going back to our keys to the game, Dan, you know, obviously with this potent magician defense that's coming into town tonight, the Mustangs are going to have to take care of the ball. Absolutely, we've been talking about that all season long. They've shown, you know, moments where, you know, they shoot themselves in the foot. They'll be driving down, and then all of a sudden, you know, a fumble occurs, and you know, that's a team like Minot's going to capitalize on mistakes like that.
Absolutely, Jackson. I mean, if you're a Mustang fan and have seen any of our broadcasts, you've seen how the turnover battle has been so crucial to Cheyenne's success this year, and it just feels like Minot is not a team that you're going to be able to get away with, you know, losing a fumble or two or having a couple of interceptions. So definitely winning the turnover battle or keeping it even is going to be key for the Mustangs tonight.
And then also defensively, the Mustangs showed a great defensive performance last week in their 38-14 win over Red River, which was a great bounce back win after that brutal loss to Shanley a couple weeks ago, which was 42-14. So I think the defense, if the Mustangs can respond with their own great defensive performance, you know, this probably will be maybe a low-scoring game. We'll see what happens. You never know. You know, against that Century game, you know, that was kind of a back-and-forth game. We didn't really expect it to be that tight and come down to a game-winning field goal. So, you know, you never know what can happen. Well, we'll see who performs on, you know, which side of the ball performs well.
And I think for Cheyenne, I mean, we've seen every game that we've broadcast, and certainly in that Shanley game, they've been burned by big chunk yardage plays, big long touchdown runs, or, you know, plays that flip the field and that sort of stuff. And so I think for Cheyenne, we're not super big up front. I think you have to stack the box. You put 8 guys in the box, and you're going to have to kind of dare Minot to try and beat you with their passing game. But if there's any way to slow them down, it's going to have to be slowing down their running attack. And so it's game tackling. You got to hold on to a guy and let others get you in on there. But if these guys, if the backs from Minot get loose, Cheyenne will be in trouble tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, going back to that point differential, that is absolutely insane. I probably haven't seen anything like that since probably the 2021 Mustangs that won the state title that year when we went 12-0, and you know, we set our school record for most points scored in the season and then the least amount of points given up. I mean, 170 points scored and then only giving up 12 through 5 games. I mean, that's absolutely crazy.
Well, and that's the thing. I think offensively tonight, the Mustangs are going to have to pull out all the stops. I don't know if you leave anything hidden in the playbook. If you want to win this, and let's be honest, you're going to have to be one of those top 2 seeds if you're going to want to stay at home throughout the playoffs. And right now, Cheyenne's on the opposite side of that if they lose tonight with a loss to Shanley and a loss to Minot. So if you want to be able to host throughout until you would get to a Dakota Bowl possibly, you're going to have to do whatever it takes to win. And I think, you know, having everybody available tonight in terms of skill players and those sorts of things is going to be huge. But pull out all the stops and see what you can make happen.
Yeah, we've seen Barry Penny was out with he had a dislocated shoulder and he was recovering from that. We've seen Caleb Deere
with a bad ankle,
recovering from a bad ankle. So, it looks like they're going to be back in action tonight. Caleb Deere was just announced. We'll give you the starting lineups graphic here in a little bit. But, it's good to have Caleb Deere back because he's a guy that can run and throw it. I mean, Caden Olson stepped up pretty well, but Caleb Deere's that guy. He's a little more faster out of the pocket.
Yeah, he's a true dual threat in that RPO. And it's all hands on deck. You got to have everybody, all your skill players, and you're going to have to execute.
Yeah. Well, it's not too, we can't forget how Caden Olson stepped up, though, especially in his first start. He set a school record, the single game passing yards record. So Caden Olson stepped up big time, but it's good to, see Caleb Deere back in action and that ankle's doing well. So now, as the offensive lineups getting announced, let's meet the offensive starting lineup tonight for the Mustangs.
Noah Olson, wide receiver, Forest Elementary.
Cade Betchak, left tackle, Freedom Elementary.
Isaac Zeiss, left guard, the Aurora Elementary.
Brody Shelby, center, Freedom Elementary.
Giant Dollar II, right guard, Freedom Elementary.
Xander Mowry, right tackle, Legacy Elementary. Go Lions.
Colby Walter, wide receiver, the Freedom Elementary.
Cooper Bryant, tight end, Freedom Elementary.
Race Wilson, slot receiver, out of the Freedom Elementary. Fly Flyers Fly.
Tate Herman, running back, the Aurora All-Stars.
Caden Olson, quarterback, Horace Elementary.
Medical coverage is provided by Essentia Health, the official sports medicine team for Sheyenne Athletics. Your certified athletic trainers are Tessa Martin and Allie Hoffman. A big Mustang.
So week 6 about to get underway here between the Magicians, the #2 team in the state, and the Mustangs, who are the #3 team in the state. Both of them trailing Shanley, who's obviously #1 in the poll. And then Bismarck High and Mandan trailing behind these two teams at the 4 and 5 spots.
And Bismarck and Mandan squaring off tonight, so we'll give you updates throughout the night as we're able on that game. But a couple of top 5 matchups, but none bigger than 2 versus 3 right here at Sheyenne.
This is Wilson on the return. See right around the 5. He's got a great return here. Gets a gap, and he's all the way up past the 40. Great field position to start for the Mustangs.
Well, I'm guessing if you're Coach Newton, the ideal scenario here is to be able to, you start it with a great return here. You want to chew up some yards, chew up some time, and cap that off with a touchdown and kind of make a statement on your opening drive, if at all possible, against this tough Minot defense. And, Jackson, last week, the RPO has certainly added a dimension that Sheyenne has never had in the past, but that second half when they salted that game away against Red River, a lot of that we saw some of the old flex plays back in there, and Race Wilson getting back in the backfield and not just being a slot receiver. And so it'll be interesting to see if we see some of that. Barry Pennu back. We'll see if they're able to establish a ground game and get a pass or two off.
This is a quick pass for Caden Olson. Oh, my goodness.
Olson's pass is complete to number 17, Caleb.
That was Haas on the reception, but big hit there from the Magician defense.
Great tackle.
Tackle's made by number 36, Landon Bedell.
So it looks like Caden Olson's going to remain at quarterback. As you can see, Deere's at receiver right now. Good to see Deere, though, back in action. Quick pass completed to Race Wilson. Spins out of the first tackle, and then he's finally pushed out of bounds right around the 50.
Great second effort by Race Wilson there. Kind of looked a little bit like a pinball getting bounced around. If, these first 2 plays, Minot is not averse to hitting you hard, and Cheyenne was going to go with tempo and try and prevent Minot from getting into anything real set.
This goes to Pennu, and short gain.
I'm going to guess Coach Newton here going to look to continue to go here. You're over midfield, and you got 4th and manageable, and see if you can keep the opening drive going.
4th and 3. Play action pass. Olson has some pressure, rolls to his left, gets it out of his hands, and he was looking for Bryant. but it's incomplete, and the Magicians force a turnover on downs.
He was under pressure there. Olsen tried to step up in the pocket, and the pocket collapsed. He kept moving his feet and threw it in the general direction, but behind Bryant as Bryant looked upfield, and no chance, and Olsen gets hit there. So a turnover on downs for the first possession for Cheyenne. So Minot, kind of, Jackson, the scouting report says, watch these guys, the way they run the ball. Two huge backs, guys that can punish you. Not unlike some previous Cheyenne teams that we've seen before.
Quick pass. Oh, great stop there by the Mustangs right at the line of scrimmage.
Gang tackling.
Logan Conklin on the reception.
Almost 200 pounds and 6'5", wide receiver there.
Awesome athlete, incredible athlete. I got the chance to play AAU with him a couple years ago. A boy can jump out of the gym. So he'll go up and grab it if he gets a high lobbed pass. Beater at the quarterback spot.
Well, and Cheyenne doing what we talked about early on, getting guys in the box. This is what
look at this, yeah.
That's what you are left susceptible to when you try and have that many guys up in the run box there. Either you have to get to the quarterback or put pressure on him, because if he has the opportunity, it's probably going to lead to receivers wide open, and Minot going with their own version of tempo, no huddle here.
Bledsoe on the reception on the last play. Beater play action. Quick pass here out of the backfield. This is number 2. That is Rusica.
Swing pass is caught by number 2, Tyson Rusica.
That was actually a really good catch by Rusica. That pass was down around his knees with some pace on it, and able to dig it out and make about a 3-yard gain out of it. Still going to bring up 2nd and 7.
From the 35. Handoff goes to the right side. Great block there from the Magician offensive line. Great gain.
Well,
yeah, Rusica, excuse me, on the carry there.
And Coach Hendershot, I'm sure the scouting report is out. Everyone knows how good they are on the ground. And we saw 4 consecutive passes to start to kind of loosen up the Mustangs, and then they turn Rusica loose, and he gouges the Mustangs for a first down there.
Now Rusica in motion. Beater, deep pass, has a man, and incomplete. He was looking for Conklin there, and Conklin almost got his hands on that.
His hands were there, but Men's doing a good job of just getting his hand up there and knocking it away, interfering long enough. So still only 1 running play so far. To me, Jackson, that's a team that is confident that, okay, you want to take away something that we do well, we also can do this pretty well, and so we've only seen the 1 run so far.
Tackled right around the 20.
Better job there by Cheyenne of holding up at the line, and then those linebackers and safeties coming up for run support. That's what it's going to take all night long for Cheyenne if they're going to be able to keep Minot out of the end zone here.
3rd and 8 coming from the 21. Rusica up the middle again. The Mustangs make a stand.
The 2, Tyson Rusica on the carry.
Looked like the lane was opening, but again, Cheyenne able to get enough bodies in there to shut down that running lane before he could really get going downhill on that, and going to bring up about 4th and 4 here. Opportunity for Cheyenne to get a turnover on downs of their own and get the ball back here midway through the first.
Magicians not electing to kick a field goal. Beater under center here.
And they're going to take a timeout. Something something wasn't right, either what they were seeing from Cheyenne on defense or some confusion there for Minot, and they're in the burn their first time out of the half.
We're going to step away momentarily. 8:17 to go here in the first quarter. It is still 0-0. Mustangs trying to make a stand. We'll be right back.
There is no off-season for greatness. You do what it takes to stay in the game. And so do we. Our commitment is to keep you moving forward. Essentia Health, Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Like nowhere else.
Noah Olson, wide receiver.
Number 3, Kellen Burke on to attempt a 35-yard
Oh,
field
it looks like
goal.
we're going to go back. They're going to kick a field goal, and it's going to be 35 yards from the right hash. Snap is good. Spot is good. The kick is right through the uprights, just barely over the crossbar.
And
the Magicians are on the board first, 3-0. Burke with the kick.
You know, as disheartening as it is to give up points on Minot's opening possession, I think maybe Cheyenne, that's a little bit of a moral victory there, having worked their way to hold up and force a field goal attempt for Minot, because Minot was moving the ball pretty steadily until they got to the red zone. So nice job by Cheyenne holding tough. They're only giving up the field goal, and a chance here to see if they can get something going here on their second possession.
Bend but don't break, as they say.
That's the key.
Some scoring updates here going on around the state. West Fargo leads Bismarck St. Mary's 14-6 at the end of the first half. Mandan leads Bismarck right now. Another top 5 matchup in the state that we have tonight. 14-6. It's 7 minutes left to go in the second quarter. And then we got Wilson taking on Bismarck Century at Bismarck Century tonight.
And I don't think they want any part of Race Wilson touching that ball again. So it's going to be Bryant, but he gives a nice return there.
Trucks over the guy and gets his way past the 35.
Good job by Cooper Bryant there. Again, I think they're going to probably try and kick it away from Race Wilson as much as possible, but Cooper Bryant, good job of taking that up and getting a little something positive going, and a decent starting spot at their own 37 for Cheyenne. Let's see how they're able to move the ball this time with that big Minot defensive line.
Brian in motion. This one goes to Penu up the middle.
Nice job by Barry.
5-yard gain.
As long as you're able to move those, move the ball, you know, keep getting some positive gains out of that. That's what kind of hurt Cheyenne that first possession. A couple of plays that unable to get any yardage on and left them in a position of fourth and longer than they would like, as Penu again, this time he's going to get bottled up.
Number 2, Barry Penu on the carry.
Just you can see how that defensive line for Minot just stands the Cheyenne offensive line up. The Mustangs fire out and just it's like they hit a wall, and great job by Minot there, kind of holding their ground, occupying the linemen and just waiting for that back to come through, try and shed that blocker and get a hand on him.
Play action pass. Olson passes complete to Wilson over the middle.
Nice job. That's a tough pass. It threw a lot of traffic, and good job by Olson there to thread the needle. Nice catch and run by Race Wilson.
45-yard line.
First and 10 from the 45.
Olson may be changing this one at the line.
A little audible at the line of scrimmage. Pass is caught by Bryant on the quick out.
Few yards on that. A little the feet not really set there for Olson, but he gets enough on it to get the ball complete to Bryant.
Play action pass. Olson looks deep. He fires and it's caught! Touchdown Mustangs! That is Caleb Deere. his first receiving touchdown on the year. He can do it both ways.
Well, not many guys that say they can say they have a passing touchdown, a rushing touchdown, and a receiving touchdown in one season. But great job, great dime by Caden Olson there, putting it right on. And that's what Deere brings with that speed, and then of course his length in his hands. He's able to get behind that cornerback for Minot, and Caden Olson hits him right in stride. Easy touchdown. Great answer by West Fargo Cheyenne on that drive.
Outlet back in action to kick for the Mustangs tonight. Hold is good, and the extra point is right through the upright. 7-3 Mustangs. What an answer after the bend but don't break defensive. I guess you could call it a stop. A field goal. Yeah.
Like I said, I think that was pretty big, holding up and only giving up that field goal. Because Minot had moved the ball pretty easily in that first 5-6 plays of that drive, and then the Cheyenne defense tightened up and was able to force them into a field goal attempt.
So an exciting response from the Mustangs. It's capped off by a Caden Olson pass to Caleb Deere for a long touchdown in stride. And 7-3 here with 5.5 to go here in the first quarter.
So as Minot's going to look to start a second drive, we'll have to pay attention here, Jackson. Are they going to try and assert their dominance with the run and try and grind out some tough yards and kind of wear down the Mustangs? Or is this more a situation of, they're going to keep, hopefully Cheyenne, from the Minot perspective, hopefully keep Cheyenne kind of on their heels and not knowing what to expect? I wouldn't be shocked to see them just start saying, you know what, this is what we do really well. Let's see if you can stop us.
Little pooch kick here from Odlin. It's a fair catch.
Smart play by the Minot.
That was Caden Fillion with
yeah,
the fair
that
catch.
was actually really a heads-up play. I don't know if Odlin, I think, was trying to do a little directional kick there, but got underneath it too much, and Fillion there just, being smart and saying, hey, I'm just going to fair catch this before anyone has a chance to hit me.
Up the middle here. This is Rudzik once again.
Good job, Cheyenne, not stacking the box there, playing kind of a base defense and not bringing up an extra run supporter and still able to hold Minot to a gain of 3 on that one. But like we saw last week, Jackson, as Cheyenne was able to wear down that Red River defensive line, I'm sure that's what Minot's ultimate goal is here, is to just kind of keep pounding, and then they'll be able to pick up chunks of yardage as needed.
Yep. Beater drops back, looks to his right, pass is caught by...
That was Conklin again. Nice job by Conklin coming back to the ball. But excellent job by Cheyenne right there. Wrapped him up around the ankles and took him down.
Magicians have been going really to 2 guys mainly. It's Conklin and Ruzicka. Conklin with his first reception on that last play. 3rd and 4. This is up the middle with Ruzicka. He gets the first down.
Number 2, Tyson Ruzicka on the carry. He's tripped up by number 4, Noah Olson. That yardage will be enough for a Magi first down. 1st and 10 from the Mustangs' 48-yard line.
New set of downs for the Magician offense. Ball will be at the 48. They get across midfield.
New running back in for
Broderick.
Yeah.
And this one goes to him up the middle to the right side.
He lowers.
Tries to fight his way forward, and he's just held up.
34, Griffin Broderick on the carry.
Broderick just lowers his shoulder. He is a load at 200 pounds. But nice job by Cheyenne getting the pads lower than Broderick's and taking him down for a pretty minimal gain at just 2 yards.
Broderick's still in there. Kraft in motion. Lines up now on the left side. Play action pass. Beater getting some pressure, and that's incomplete.
Yeah, not really, not the pass you want. I mean, that is the toughest pass for a right-handed quarterback while moving to his left, but really never got his feet set up under him. You know, and if you're going to throw a pass with that kind of zip on it, you have to have your feet set under you so you can really put it in there. Otherwise, your best bet's kind of laying it out in front, but big opportunity for Cheyenne here to see if they can get a stop at 3rd and 8 for the Magicians.
And great tackle there in the backfield. Mansky with the stop there.
Mansky holding edge control, didn't get too far upfield, and that was exactly what that play was meant to do, is to get that defensive end to bite and leave his edge control. But Mansky tracks that down, able to stop him. And so Minot's forced to punt here with a 4th and 8, and it's going to give Cheyenne another opportunity to possess the ball with still over 2 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Bad snap here, and it's slightly deflected there.
There's a flag call or flag thrown on that.
That can't be roughing the punter, can it be?
Well, I think it's going to be a running into the punter or roughing penalty there, but I think Cheyenne is trying to argue that the ball was touched. We're going to see what the refs say. Cheyenne argued. Oh.
Wow. Unbelievable. I mean, what are you supposed to do, though? I mean, your momentum's going in. I mean, he got his hands on it.
And Cheyenne is claiming that the kick was tipped, which would nullify the possibility of a roughing penalty, but the ref, who was 3 or 4 yards from the play, claimed that he saw it clean, and so this is going to give Minot a fresh opportunity and no chance for Cheyenne to feel sorry for themselves here. They're just going to have to suck it up and get tough here, as there's great penetration there, but unable to bring him down.
Rizika on the carry, fights his way to get some positive yards there. We've seen, though, that the Mustang defense is capable of holding up. We saw it against I believe it was Davies, actually, not Century. It was against Davies where they held up 4 times in a row there at the end of the game.
And that was great penetration by Braden Olson from a linebacker position. Just couldn't get Rizika bottled up.
Beater fires and passes.
An incomplete.
Yeah, incomplete. He's out of
bounds.
That was Conklin, though, who did catch it, but he was incomplete. He was out of bounds.
Step for step with him, Race Wilson, but Race has given up quite a bit of height on that. And that was actually really well thrown by Beater. Really, the only place that the only person who had a legitimate chance to catch it was Conklin, but just a little too far outside the past that outside shoulder, draws him out of bounds and incomplete. So 3rd and about 6 here. Mustang fans getting into this one, egging their defense on to make a stop here.
We've seen a stop on the last drive. Can they do it again, Ben? But don't break. Rizika up the middle, and he gets free. Jukes the guy, and he's
there's
gone.
A flag down. There's a flag down. I think they might get an offensive holding on that one. I think that's going to back it up. One of the linemen there caught holding on that one. So they get number 52, Ethan Armstrong, with a hold on that.
That penalty will back up the Magi, making it 3rd and 13 from the 34.
So 3rd and 13 here for Minot. And that's blown dead here. See what the refs are trying to figure out. Getting everyone situated.
We do want to apologize if you guys do experience a lag. We've been having a lot of technical difficulties. There's a new cell tower that was put up right next to the stadium here, so we're gonna figure things out here after the first quarter. We're just gonna roll with it. Here's Beater on the pass, and it is incomplete. Wilson makes the stop.
That one was Conklin. He probably should have had that. He had a step on Race Wilson, just unable to pull it in. You know, actually, Beater had lots of open real estate in front of him. He could have maybe had a chance to run for that first down, but the play called for the pass, and Conklin was there. He's just unable to haul it in. And now at 4th and 13, once again, Minot's going to line up to punt.
Brady won Kobe Ehrman in punt formation for the Magi. Sullivan Irie deep to receive for Cheyenne.
Irie back to receive for the Mustangs. 1:17 to go here in the first quarter. And the Mustangs make the stop despite the penalty.
Irie makes the fair catch at about the 16-yard line, where we first and
fair
10
catch at the
Mustangs.
16. And the Mustangs get the ball back and start there.
Boy, Jackson, seems like a lot has happened already, and there's still 1:17 to go in the first quarter here. So this is important. It's important for Cheyenne here to see if they can flip the field a little bit, maybe make some positive gains here. You don't want to turn over on downs. Certainly don't need a turnover so deep in your end of the field. Good open field tackle there.
That was Brown on the stop.
Tackled by number 5, Anthony Brown. No gain makes it 2nd and 10.
Second down.
Oh,
almost intercepted there.
Well, that was a dangerous pass because Brady Larson read that perfectly. Race Wilson got past him, but he saw that one coming from a mile away. And then still the ball was tipped and an opportunity for an interception. So Caden Olson has to be careful here. Third and 10, you know, yes, you want to try and get a first down, keep those chains moving, but boy, you got to be careful with this Magician defense on where you're throwing the ball.
Olson getting some pressure, and he's wrapped up. Mustangs do fall on it.
Good job by Barry Penu being available there. And that's, you know, maybe as a junior, maybe a little less experience. That's one where you take the sack on that, Jackson, and you set up to punt. Don't try and do too much.
Punt formation for Cheyenne. Deep to receive for the Magi is number 3, Kellen Burke.
Pretty good punt.
He fumbled it, but he falls on it. Magicians will get the ball back, so you know their defense, you know, showing that capability. A quick stop now on the Mustangs, and now they got some good field position.
So starting about the Mustang 38, with 1 second to go here in the first quarter, and as Jackson alluded to, when we step away for a break here, we'll see if we can get any tech issues squared away.
Play action, or actually it's going to be a handoff to Rizika. He's tackled right around the 30.
Number 2, Tyson Rizika on the carry. Brought down by number 4, Noah Olson. That is the end of the first quarter.
And that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter. The Mustangs still lead 7-3. We'll be right back after our little technology reboot here to start the second quarter. Don't go anywhere.
Here, when your future lies ahead, we help set you on the right course. When your whole world is about to
They've had great stops and had looks at Minot ball carriers in the backfield, but then there's also been times when Rosiska has really kind of gouged them for 10, 12, 15 yards.
Beater dumps it off to Rosiska out of the backfield, and he goes through two defenders there.
Beater's pass completes to number 2,
The one Mustang guy down.
Number 55,
Or no, he gets back up. That was men's. Luckily, he's okay.
Yeah, that arm tackles are not going to work against the Minot running backs, that's for sure.
Gain of 7 makes it 2nd and 3.
These are guys that you got to get a hat on them and wrap up. So we have a late Mustang defensive lineman.
Broderick gets the ball, and he shakes two guys, but he's stopped by a load of defensive linemen there.
34, Griffin Broderick on the carry. Number 54 for Minot. Let's read for one play. Number 4, Noah Olson on that tackle. Hey, Mustang fans. It's 3rd down and 2 for the Magicians.
3rd and 2 for the Magicians, once again in the red zone. They're just inside the 20 there, the 19.5-yard line. Broderick. See if he does. Yep, he does get the first down for the Magicians.
His best carry of the night, and that comes with Beater under center. I think Broderick looks like a guy that when he gets ahead of steam, he's more effective as a runner. And so that's how Minot is going here.
Yep, and once again, he goes to the right side, and he's tackled there at the line of scrimmage.
Swarmed under.
Broderick on the carry. He's brought down by number 77, Xander Mowry.
Maybe got 2 on that one, but nice job of gang tackling there by Cheyenne. Minot is able to get a first down around the 2-yard line here, so it's not a goal to go situation here. Now this might be one, do you throw it up to Conklin? Let that height and jump advantage come through for you with a play action.
Yeah, and Beater gets some pressure, though, from his blind side. He throws
Great
across his
job
body.
by Race Wilson.
Intercepted!
And that's that, again, we've seen that a few times from Beater, rolling left and trying to throw. He just can't put enough on it to deliver it where he needs to. And Race Wilson saw that the entire way, undercut Conklin, and anticipated it perfectly. So Cheyenne able to turn over, and we said, Jackson, one of the keys to this game is win the turnover battle. So for the first time tonight, we see a turnover, and this one's going to go in Cheyenne's favor.
Interception by Race Wilson right at the goal line. And the Mustangs make a stand once again against the Magician offense that seemed to be driving on them. And they allow no points on that drive. Pump fake. Olson fires. He's looking there for Kobe Walter.
Yep. He got the Minot defender to bite on the little pump fake. He gave that little shoulder dip at him. But Colby Walter, he outthrows Colby Walter, and I don't know if Colby would have been able to come down with that one. Minot defender was with him pretty much step for step down the sidelines. I feel better about those types of passes from deep in your own territory than kind of those across the middle tip, plays that can get tipped, balls that can be tipped, that sort of thing.
Quick reception there by Caleb Deere.
Number 23, Talon Junt on the tackle for the Magicians.
Junt on the tackle.
So 3rd and about 6 here.
Gain of 5 will make it 3rd and 5 for the Mustangs.
And Cheyenne now huddling, going away from that tempo, and maybe not a terrible move to make sure everyone's on the same page with this.
Olsen rolls to his right, gets rid of it, and it's intercepted by Conklin. And Conklin's going to return it for a pick 6 for the Magicians. 2 interceptions that we saw from each team there. 2 interceptions in a row, 1 from each team there. But that results in a pick 6 for the Magicians, and they're going to go back up if they make the extra point by 3.
Those are those type of plays that those passes can get dangerous from deep inside your own territory. I was wondering, or I was thinking, Jackson, before that play, in that old flex offensive system and the motion that Cheyenne ran, how many times they were able to draw defensives offsides and pick up easy first downs when they were deep in their own territory. Something like that might have been a good go-to on that, but instead, that was low, but it was just over the crossbar.
That didn't look good, but it goes through, and the Magicians are back up 10-7 with 8:14 to go here in the second quarter. And what an answer after Race Wilson with a great interception. Unfortunate that resulted in interception on the next drive for the Mustangs, and it's returned for 6 by Conklin. But this is good. I feel like this is going to be a good defensive game tonight, and we'll see what offense can just hang on longer.
If we were able to look back at that last interception and return by Conklin, he ended up with 2 Mustangs in the same general area, and that pass from Caden Olsen was just over the head of Cooper Bryant, but because there was another Mustang receiver in that general area, that put Conklin in that area, and really all he had to do was sit and wait and look that one into the numbers there and then just take off, and no one around for Sheyenne to do anything about it. And so the result, a 10-7 deficit with 8:14 to go here in the second quarter.
So some scoring updates for the 3A class. Shanley up on Legacy 28-0, 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. Mandan leads Bismarck 21-13 at halftime. And then West Fargo leads Bismarck St. Mary's 20-6 with 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. And then in the 2A class, Central leads Horace 15-14, and North leads Red River 35-14 at halftime. And this is deep in their own territory, so the Mustangs, their drive's going to start right around their 10.
Yeah, it was mishandled by the up back, and that trickled back to Race Wilson. By the time he got his hands on it, the Minot coverage team was down and on him. Actually, pretty good job to gain some positive yardage out of that, but starting at your own 10 is not ideal after your last possession ended in a pick 6.
Especially against a Magician team who has only given up, now 19 points on the year. Mustangs are the second team to score on the Magicians so far this year. The other being Mandan, where Minot won 28-12. And Pennu trying to spin out of it, gets pushed forward a little bit.
51, DJ Jones in on that tackle.
DJ Jones on the tackle.
Gain of a yard makes it 2nd and 9.
That's what we talked about here, Jackson. It's just the Minot offensive and defensive lines are so much bigger than anything Sheyenne has seen this year. Kind of reminiscent of some Sheyenne D lines that we've seen, in the last 2-3 years. And man, it's really hard to move them, and it's going to be really hard for them to create any spaces for Barry Pennu to get into.
He's
Great coverage there.
Wilson's just wrapped up.
Yeah. Michael George closes on that one. And so here are really stuck at 3rd and 10.
3rd and 9 for the Mustangs.
I think if Coach Newton had a screen pass in the repertoire, this would be a great job because Minot pins their ears back on the defensive line and just goes after Olsen every time. And if you could just drop something over their heads and get some blockers out in front, you might be able to get a little bit of
great pass here. This is Wilson.
Good job.
Number 3, Race Wilson. Brought down by number 2, Tyson Rosiska. That's another Mustang.
So now you got some air. You got room to work with.
Little room to breathe. You move out of the shadow of your goalpost and try and working, even if you don't score here. It's about 6 minutes to go. If you could eat a chunk of this time, remember Minot's going to get the ball to start the second half. So we saw how big it was for Cheyenne. They reeled off those 2 quick touchdowns before halftime last week against Red River.
Great carry there by Pennu.
And it's important that you don't let Minot do that to you tonight. It's a great job by Barry there, picking up 8. 2nd and short is exactly where you want to be. That opens up the playbook. You're able to do lots of different things when you have 2nd and short. Bryant in motion here.
Olsen.
Great
pass
job.
over the middle there, and that's Deere on the reception. He spins out of the tackle and gets up to the 45.
Great patience by Caden Olsen to wait for Deere to clear that underneath defender and then zips one in there. Great effort by Deere to get the yards after catch. It was already a first down, but he picked up another 8 yards just through individual effort.
Pennu up the middle, 2 yards.
Cheyenne goes with tempo. That no huddle hasn't really probably put Minot, hasn't caught Minot off guard all night, but Cheyenne now taking their time, looking over, getting some instructions from Coach Newton on what he wants to happen.
Bryant in motion again. Quick pass.
Same pass that they had the first down on right there. Little low, and Deere maybe heard a couple footsteps coming there. Unable to haul that one in.
3rd and 9 for the Mustangs.
Wilson getting some pressure from his left. Over the middle, that's Wilson. Oh, big hit there by number 33. That was Larson.
Yeah, Larson put the hit on Race Wilson. Really a great job just holding on to it. And Cheyenne's going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and 5.
They're at the Magicians 39.
We're winding down on 4 minutes to go here.
Olsen, almost sacked, and passes incomplete over the middle. I'm surprised he got rid of that. The defender was right there. That's going to be a turnover on downs. The Magicians will take over at the 39. Arguably, they'll get the last drive here of the first half.
Looks like it could very well be. And with 61 yards and 4 minutes and 12 seconds, we'll see what Minot can come up with. Remember, they burned a timeout early in the first quarter, so they only have 2 to work with.
Great run there by number 0. That's Small.
Number 0, Jadrian Small on the carry. Number 24, Grant Henney on the stop for the Mustangs.
Super important here that Cheyenne
That's a gain of 7. It'll bring up 2nd down and 3.
Wrap up. This would be a terrible time to give up a big chunk play. You can let Minot move it down the field a few yards at a time. You just don't want to give up any kind of big gaping play as they go to small again.
Only 5'7", so that is hard. And one thing about being short, it's harder to tackle.
You bet, that low center of gravity, and it's hard to get your pad level below that ball carrier's. He does not get out of bounds, so the clock continues to run at going to be it'll probably be under 3 minutes here when Minot snaps the ball, and they still have 44 yards to go here. It's 3rd and 4 or 3rd and 3, but time is not on their side. Got to watch Conklin here.
Broderick up the middle, trying to fight his way forward.
Number 34,
he's going to be just short.
On the carry. Kason Menz and Tommy Onomet on the stop for the Mustangs. That'll bring up 4th down and short for the Magicians.
It's going to be 4th and inches,
louder,
not even a yard.
Thank you.
Let's see.
He got that by about a yard. Good forward thrust by the Minot offensive line, but still a nice job by the Cheyenne defense here, stringing this out
1st and 10 for the Magi from the
as we're down to 2 minutes to go.
Magicians only have 2 timeouts. They burned one earlier.
We'll see if they start to go for something big here, see if they can try and get it all in one chunk. Again, really the only receiver that they've looked at all night has been Conklin. And Race Wilson matched up man-to-man on him.
Less than 2 minutes to go. Broderick up the middle here, and he's stopped.
Another good job.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Number 55, Kate Petschak in on the stop. Gain of 1 makes it 2nd and 9.
Maybe Minot content just to run this out and know that they're getting the ball and to start the second half. I would be shocked if they don't go for one big play here.
At least take a chance.
Yeah.
Beater drops back, and that's right through the hands of number 17. That's Kraft.
Beater's pass intended for number 17, Caden Kraft, is incomplete. Hey, Mustang fans. It's 3rd.
So 3rd and 9.
Down and 9 for the Magicians.
Opportunity here for a stop for Cheyenne.
Jallaroo playing in a cast this evening on the defensive line. Beater drops back, dumps it off, and the Mustangs are there to stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
They sniffed that one out. I was going to say, I think if you're Coach Newton, you call timeout here. You get a clock stoppage.
24, Grant Henny on the stop for the Mustangs.
With 4th and 11 upcoming, Minot's pretty much in a position they have to punt. You maybe put the punt block on here and really rush the punter and see if you can get a hand on one and maybe have a chance for a quick score opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely.
6 minutes left before halftime. It is Shanley leading Bismarck Legacy 35-7.
35-7 in Shanley. That offense is just unbelievable. I mean, they're putting up at least 4 or 5 touchdowns a game every night in and every night in, night out.
I would imagine Minot and Shanley will match up at some point, and I don't know if that's here in Fargo or up in Minot, but that would be a great one to see, that's for sure.
St. Mary's 13. Kobe Ehrman in punt formation for the Magicians. Wilson and Irie to receive for the Mustangs.
Ooh, pretty good punt here.
It's going to drive Irie back to the 15.
The Mustangs will take over 1st and 10.
Or the 16. So a minute even for Cheyenne to try and make something happen before halftime. Again, Minot getting the ball after the break. So see if Coach Newton wants to try and make something big happen here, go after a couple of big opportunities, or see if Cheyenne's content just to hold Minot scoreless and hold Minot to only 10 points in the first half.
Quick pass is caught by Deer.
He does not get out of bounds.
Number 15, Caleb Deer.
So Cheyenne burns timeout number 2 here. Good pickup of about 6 or 7 there.
But yeah, so far we've seen a lot of, big play. We've seen a couple big plays, but it's only 10-7. The defense is coming through when it's like late in the drive.
Both defenses have been able to stand tall when they needed to. The big play on the touchdown pass to Deer. But other than that, really it's both defenses doing a decent job of kind of holding the other team in check, giving up some yards here and there. But as you've said, Jackson, kind of that bend but don't break attitude, and that's held up kind of for both squads so far. Need some protection here for Olson if he's going to pass. Can't afford to get hit. See if Minot brings pressure.
They do.
Get the look.
Blitz there. And Deer's call. Oh, what a block there by Petchak.
Olson's pass complete to number 15, Caleb Deer.
My goodness. And that gets Deer free.
Yeah. That's enough to move the chains, I think. Yep.
First down.
Petchak has already received some D1 offers from the FCS level. Olson drops back and pass over the middle, incomplete. He's looking for his older brother there, Noah Olson. That was his first target this evening.
It is, and that Minot defender looked like from up here he may have arrived just a smidge before the ball, or maybe right at the same time. A bang play. No call on that, so it's going to bring up 2nd and 10 with 40 seconds to go here in the first half. Hard to tell from way up here in the press box, but again, it looked like that Minot defender got there about a split second before the ball arrived at Noah Olson. No call.
Dump off pass to Deer, or excuse me, that was number 2, Penu.
Pass complete to number 2, Barry Penu.
Pretty negligible gain, maybe a loss. So 35 seconds and a 3rd and 11 situation for Cheyenne.
Gain on the play, 3rd and 10 for the Mustangs. Make it 3rd and 11.
They got Wilson and Noah Olson out to the right. Maybe this is that chance where if you get a guy to run the defenders off and throw something underneath.
Incomplete, out of bounds. Looking for that dump-off pass to Bryant.
Olson's pass intended for number 12.
So the Mustangs are just going to punt this, I am assuming. Depending on the punt, the Magicians will just get out of the half here with the 10-7 lead.
Number 18, Connor Mansky in punt formation for the Mustangs. Deep to receive for the Magi is number 3, Kellen Burke.
So he'd right around the 47. Oh, breaks the tackle. Great return there by Burke.
Really solid return. That's where you need to use that sideline as another defender. Not great angles of attack by the Cheyenne punt coverage team there. You need to take a wider angle and force him to that sideline, or he has to cut back inside. He's able to get about another 10 yards. And again, with 20 seconds, what's it hurt for Minot here to maybe throw something up to Conklin, see if you can get, or maybe draw the attention. You've got number 18, Braden Nelson here on the weak side.
Minot does have 2 timeouts. Ruzicka tripped up.
Swing pass complete to number 2, Tyson Rosiska.
Minot, second timeout of the half.
So Minot's going to take a quick timeout here. They got 12 seconds to go here to come up with a trick up their sleeve.
Clock operator, please set the clock to 14 seconds.
They're going to have 2 more seconds, as that's when the timeout was taken. Some scoring updates here. Shanley leads Bismarck Legacy 42-7. They just continue to pile on the points on the offensive side of the ball. Century leads Williston 14-0 with 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. Tie game between Mandan and Bismarck, 21-21 apiece. 11 minutes to go in the third, and then Davies leads South 14-7. Tie game between St. Mary's and West Fargo now. It's 20-20. St. Mary's at the comeback, and that's Berg on the reception there. A lot of good games tonight.
That was the best pass that we've seen Beater make, moving to his left tonight, but his legs, his feet under him much better, able to get some zip on that and deliver it where he needed to.
Down and 2 for the Magicians.
I guess one thing we haven't discussed, Jackson, is, you know, they did kick a field goal to start the game. Maybe they're just maneuvering for some field goal position. That's a possibility as well. They still possess 1 timeout. They can get some yards here, and they might feel, I don't know what the kicker's range is, but
It's 35 when he made that.
So maybe that's something they're looking to do here.
Beater fires deep, and it is
just
incomplete.
Outside the reach of Conklin. But again, good job by Beater throwing it on that outside shoulder where only Conklin has a chance to make that catch. No way for Race Wilson to get over the top on that. And so at 4th and 2 in a second to go, we'll see if they're going to just try one last play or if you bring out the field goal unit. You're looking at about 50 yards at this point, so probably, unless Emmett Kenny is available somewhere, probably out of the range of most high school kickers. So probably Minot going to throw something up there.
I wonder if Jangula from Century can kick that far.
Well,
I mean, he's showing plenty of leg from 40-plus yards.
This will be the final play of the
That'd be
first
interesting.
half, 4th and 2 for the Magi.
I think that's outside of Burke's range.
It appears so.
So
Again,
one more play here for halftime.
Watch out for Conklin. Nope.
Peter's going to look deep, and that's going to be underthrown. Intercepted by Irie. And that's going to conclude the first half. And the Magicians lead 10-7. A defensive game between the number 2 and number 3 teams in the state. We'll see what happens in the second half. But, boy, the defense is coming to play. Magicians up 10-7. We'll be back for the start of the second half in a little bit.
Of the stadium.
Here, when your future lies ahead, we help set you on the right course. When your whole world is about to change, we help you prepare for your new life. When staying healthy means staying informed, we help you find answers. This is perseverance, understanding, connection. These are remarkable people doing remarkable things together.
It's what keeps us doing what we love. It keeps our communities strong. So, how are you doing? There's no easier way to take care of yourself than checking in with us, your primary care team at Essentia Health. In person or online, we offer scheduling and appointment options that fit your life. We'll care for you today and keep an eye on things for the future, and if needed, get you back on track. So take some time to connect with us, because it's always good to check in.
Here, when your future lies ahead, we help set you on the right course. When your whole world is about to change, we help you prepare for your new life. When staying healthy means staying informed, we help you find answers. This is perseverance, understanding, connection. These are remarkable people doing remarkable things together.
There is no off-season for greatness. You do what it takes to stay in the game, and so do we. Our commitment is to keep you moving forward. Essentia Health, Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Like nowhere else. our health. It's what keeps us doing what we love. It keeps our communities strong. So, how are you doing? There's no easier way to take care of yourself than checking in with us, your primary care team at Essentia Health. In person or online, we offer scheduling and appointment options that fit your life. We'll care for you today and keep an eye on things for the future, and if needed, get you back on track. So take some time to connect with us, because it's always good to check in.
Here, when your future lies ahead, we help set you on the right course. When your whole world is about to change, we help you prepare for your new life. When staying healthy means staying informed, we help you find answers. This is perseverance, understanding, connection. These are remarkable people doing remarkable things together.
First half that was, damn, the offenses it seemed like they would have success, and then at the last moments of the drive they just like stall, and the defenses
a lot
come
of
up with
stalled
stops.
drives. But you're right, Jackson. Great job by both defenses, I think, holding tough when they needed to. Cheyenne's done a really good job. We talked about not letting these Minot running backs get loose, and they've done a great job of that. Giving up a couple of bigger plays through the air, but really by and large have done a great job. And, to be down 10-7, Minot's going to get the ball here to start the second half. But certainly I would think Coach Newton should be happy with that opportunity to have a chance as the second half gets going. I mean, and let's be honest, Sheyenne isn't a slouch team or anything like that. But when you see what Minot's done all year and outscoring their opponents 170-12 and just kind of the things that they're able to do, you kind of expect, wow, this is going to be a really tough situation for Sheyenne. So kudos to them for hanging right in there, and we'll see if they're able to continue that. Halftime is always that adjustment period where if there's something that the coaching staffs have seen that, hey, I think we can take advantage of this. Now it's kind of the second half of that chess game. Who makes the right adjustments? Maybe who it was that saw the one thing that we can use to our advantage in the second half. So we'll see how this half plays out.
We saw a turnover from each team. Race Wilson with an interception, and then right after that, the Mustangs, Caden Olsen threw an interception of his own to Logan Conklin, which was returned for a pick six, and that put Minot back in the lead. But we also did see a nice touchdown pass from Caden Olsen to Caleb Deere early in the first half, so that was good to see. And then there was a field goal there that was kicked by Burke from 35 yards to the right hash, so
and
not a lot of scoring.
No, and I think that's the reality for Sheyenne. You know, the defense has played well, and not that the offense hasn't, but the offense, aside from that big play to Deere, a couple of nice passes to Race Wilson, they've really struggled to get any offensive, momentum going and kind of find their rhythm. Because this Minot defense, we've seen a couple of really huge hits by Minot defenders. They're legit.
Odland going to get us underway here in this Week 6 matchup between the Magicians and the Mustangs, two of the top 3 teams here in the state, number 2 and number 3 respectively.
And certainly playoff implications here, as we said, Jackson. Every team looking to try and be the ones that, there it is.
Haas, and it's a fumble recovery. That's recovered by Haas.
That was Mason Eichhorn that had a chance. He got a hand on it, then unable to reel it in.
What a start.
First and 10 from the Magi 34
yard
line.
And the Mustangs going to get great field position as they are after the recovery on the fumble there on the kickoff.
Might be a lot of fans that wonder why Sheyenne utilizes that kind of directional pooch kick a lot, and there's your answer. You don't get it often, but when you do, it can change the momentum of a game, and we'll see here if Sheyenne can capitalize.
Pendu up the middle, a couple of yards.
Barry Pendu on the carry. Number 36, Landon Bedell.
This is a great opportunity for the Mustangs to get the lead back, though, on this drive.
Gain of about 2, 2nd and 8.
Dump off pass to Pendu again. Tackled right around
the line of scrimmage there. Yeah, I don't think he really got anything on that.
Number 36, Landon Bedell in on the stop.
And those were types of plays that last week against Red River, Sheyenne was able to turn into 6-7 yard gains, and Minot's not letting that happen. So Sheyenne, stuck here in a 3rd and 10 situation.
Olsen, he's going to keep it now. And nice block there, and Caden Olsen gets the first down.
Great job. I'm sure, I would guess that's something that Minot did not plan for, is a mobile Caden Olsen. Great job moving the sticks on that one.
1st and 10 from the Magi 24.
Pendu jukes back to his right. Great elusiveness there.
Good cut. Gets that Minot defender leaning, cuts it back to the inside, and there's another first down. Minot a little bit back on their heels here.
1st and 10 from the 13.
Cheyenne going to continue to push.
1st and 10 from the 13. Olsen fires. Incomplete. Looking for Caleb Deere.
Number 15, Caleb Deere is incomplete. Number 5, Anthony Brown on the coverage for the Magicians. That'll make it 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs from the 13.
Pendu stopped.
Yeah, there's that.
Absolutely swallowed up.
That defensive line for Minot. They're exerting its will. So about a 3rd and 10 situation from the 13. Cheyenne can get a first down without scoring.
Loss of about a yard will make it 3rd down and 11 for the Mustangs.
Olsen fires. It's caught by Walter. Leaps up for it, and he's tackled right around the 3. First down.
Great job. Again, two Mustang receivers in that same area. That's kind of a dangerous situation, but Colby Walter goes up and gets that one.
First and goal for the Mustangs.
Quick tempo here. Mustangs trying to get the lead back on this play, and Pendu tries to march forward. He's tackled at the line of scrimmage.
Second and goal for the Mustangs.
Pendu again, trying to push his way in.
Close. Maybe at about the 1. bring up third down.
23 Talent Junton on the stop. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 1-yard line.
Panu up the middle. And let's see if he's in.
No indication. There
Yes,
it
he's
is.
in. Touchdown.
Mustangs scored by number 2.
Panu gets a rushing touchdown.
On a 1-yard
And the Mustangs have the lead right back with 9:07 to go here in the third quarter. Great answer after the fumble recovery on the kickoff.
Boy, if you're Cheyenne, can you script that any better? A mishandled kick by the Magicians. A couple of big chunk plays. Barry Penu pounding it in and taking that lead back.
Holland's extra point is right down the middle, and the Mustangs lead 14-10.
And we have a new leader in the clubhouse in terms of teams to score against Cheyenne or against Minot this year. Cheyenne putting up 14 points in a game.
Yeah.
That bests the 12 that Mandan was able to put up against them earlier in the season. You know, Jackson, whether we're doing basketball, volleyball, football, I'm always interested. I'm guessing Minot has not faced this year, where they've been kind of put on their heels. They're kind of in a hole. I mean, obviously, lots of time to go. We're only 3 minutes into the third quarter. But at this point, you know, how is Minot going to respond to this with Cheyenne being able to put some points on the board? Now, Minot trailing for the second time in this game, and I'm sure this is the latest in a game this year that they've been behind. And again, I always find it interesting to see how are teams going to respond when they haven't been put in this situation before. Maybe some more hands guys in that second level for Minot. Again, the pooch.
This time it's a fair catch right around the 30.
So Minot taking no chances with that. Just going to go ahead with the that fair catch. Kind of neutralizes any type of return. But Cheyenne certainly had Minot thinking about that.
Minot with their first drive here of the second half. Rizika up the middle.
Oh, that looks like was the ball. Did the ball come out? Bunch of guys hitting the ground. I think they were going to say he was down by contact. Yep. So Minot retains possession after a gain of about 4 or 5 on that one.
Second down and 5.
Cheyenne again stacking the box. And there it pays
off.
off.
Oh, what a
Mansky,
play there by
job.
Mansky.
Stopped behind the line of scrimmage by number 10, Kason Menz.
Or Menz, no, it was Mansky. You know, he just flew in there. A loss of 1.
Another big stop there by Connor Mansky. After football, he's going to be gearing up for probably in a historic wrestling season. Beater rolls out, fires across his body.
Good effort there by Conklin, but able to bring it in.
Logan Conklin is incomplete.
Kind of move the pocket there to give Beater some time to survey the field, and Conklin was open. Again, he threw it out where only Conklin could get it, but a little outside of Conklin's reach. And at 4th and 6, Minot's going to have to punt. Golden opportunity for Cheyenne here. Cheyenne or Minot missing 2 guys on the line. Still time left on the play clock.
Nearly blocked again. But pretty good punt. That's a fair
line
catch right around the
drive
30.
into the win.
Right around the 29-yard line where the Mustangs will take
Held on
over.
to by Irie. That's the important part. So Cheyenne, hopefully brimming with some confidence from that last drive, taking over with with 71 yards to go.
And in the fourth quarter, Horace is leading Grand Forks Central 22.
Wait, look at this, Dan. Shanley has 48 points at only halftime.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. And then we got Century with the 21-0 lead over Wilston. Bismarck up on Mandan 28-21 at the start of the fourth quarter. Davies leads South 21-7. And West Fargo, as you just heard over the PA, retakes the lead 28-27 over Bismarck St. Mary's. St. Mary's was down by 2 scores.
Pump fake there. He's got him.
It's caught by Caleb Deere.
Through. That looked to be through Conklin's hands. I thought for a second Conklin had come up with an interception. But Deere wrestles it out of his hands and a huge gain. 31-yard reception for Deere.
Second biggest play of the night for the Mustangs, and Penn is swallowed up.
Caleb Deere may be saying, hey, this receiver game isn't such a bad deal.
Yeah. He's already caught a touchdown off of it, and then another big 31-yard reception right there.
DJ Jones and Derek Arabet.
And that's the thing, though, about his build. I mean, he's perfect for that wide receiver build as well. I mean, he's fast, he's long, 6'4". Long arms, can go up and grab it, and this one's caught by Kobe Walter.
Good job by Walter to keep those legs going.
Yeah.
And I think that's enough for a first down. They're going to move the chains.
Another lengthy receiver.
First down. First and 10 from the Magi 30-yard line.
Deep pass. Oh, just out of the hands of Walter.
Boy,
out of his reach.
they got to Olson there in a hurry. Off the back side, off his blind side. He got rid of it in time, but good job by the Minot defense getting penetration, putting pressure on Caden Olson.
Second and 10 for the Mustangs.
Caught by Walter.
Quick pass. Good gain.
Just short of the first down.
These were the type of passes that weren't really producing a lot for Cheyenne in the first half, but they're starting to break off chunks of yardage here.
For the Mustangs.
Mustangs looking to go up 2 scores here, and Pennu's just swallowed up there.
Barry Pennu is met behind the line of scrimmage. Leading the charge was number 2.
Probably fortunate that they said his forward momentum was stopped. Otherwise, that was a bigger loss. They kept it to a loss of 3. 4th and 5 here. Maybe that slant look across the middle to Race Wilson here.
Fourth and 4. Olsen getting some pressure. It's
good
incomplete.
Job getting rid of it.
And that drive stalls, so the Magicians bend but don't break there for them. And they keep it a 1-score game.
But Cheyenne flipped the field. They've shown that they were able to hold against Minot the first possession of the half. So let's see if the defense is able to come through again.
Great stop.
Yeah.
Right at the line of scrimmage. The defensive line for the Mustangs bringing it tonight.
Number 4, Noah Olson on the tackle.
That's a good job by Olson getting low, staying below that pad level of the running back, and really not much of anything that the running back could do about it. So a minimal gain of maybe 1 on that. Going to the short side of the field.
Jukes back to his right. He gets out of bounds.
Tyson Rosiska on the carry.
Looked like he was out of room, little stutter step, and then cuts it straight up field. Pick up about 6 there. Looks like about 3rd and 3, 3rd and 3.
Down and 2 for the Magi. Let that defense hear you, Mustang fans.
Third and short. Rosiska again, and he gets the first down.
Still, I'm really impressed tonight, Jackson, with how Cheyenne has done a good job of bottling up those running backs from Minot, whether it's Rosiska, whether it's Broderick. They just really haven't got much going. They've gained some yards, but as we know from the big games we broadcasted, Cheyenne's given up one of those big chunk plays each game, and to this point they've been able to stay away from that, doing a much better job of tackling and gang tackling at the line.
Kraft in motion. Broderick up the middle.
Yeah, great job bringing up extra guys, thinking Minot's in a run situation and bringing up an extra defensive lineman. When you can occupy each offensive lineman for Minot, that lets your linebackers flash up the hole and see if they can clog that up and take down a running back. Pressure coming.
Beater fires, and it's incomplete.
Beater's pass intended for number 11, Logan Conklin, is incomplete.
Conklin was kind of behind, but that felt harmlessly short.
Mustang fans.
So now 3rd and 9.
Third down and 9 for the Magicians.
Third and 9, 3:35 to go here in the third quarter. Fans getting loud, dump off pass here, and wrapped up!
Beater's pass completes number 34.
And Bear Reed's fired up about that one.
87, Maddox Weigel, and number 25, Carson Wilkie.
Weigel and Wilkie both there. Minot sends all the receivers long, hoping to draw those defensive backs and linebackers deep and be hoping they could get a little pass into the flat to Broderick. And now Minot having to punt yet again, unable to do anything on either possession so far this half.
That's just going to trickle out of bounds, or actually it's going to stay in, but it's going to be right at the 37.
37-yard line. Mustangs take over. First down and 10. In 3A action at halftime, Century 21, Williston 0. And in the fourth quarter, Bismarck High leads Mandan 28-21.
A lot of close games we've seen around the state. That West Fargo and St. Mary's game's got to be a good one. West Fargo was up a couple scores, and then St. Mary's went on a little comeback there, and then West Fargo retook the lead.
Legacy 7 in the third quarter.
We got a good one here tonight as well. A defensive matchup, though, tonight, 14-10, and the Mustangs are just the defensive performance this evening has been phenomenal. See if they can keep that up for one more quarter. Pennu gets to the outside now. And that really, he hasn't been able to get anywhere besides the touchdown.
Keeping Minot honest.
Number 23, Talent Jones.
The damage that's been done by Cheyenne tonight has been through the air.
Oh, almost intercepted.
read really well there.
That was Rizika.
Rizika sees that and has a chance, and he was gone. If he holds on to that, no one there, just green turf in front of him, and that would have been a pick 6. So Cheyenne fortunate on that one.
It'll be 3rd and 9 for the Mustangs.
Olsen, his pass is deflected. He was going to throw that to Penu.
Olsen's pass is knocked down at the
And
line
the
of
Magician
scrimmage by
defense
number 36,
comes up. Boy, this has just been a lot of quick stops that we've seen from both defenses tonight.
And this second half, outside of the touchdown drive off of that mishandled kick, no one really getting anything going after that for either team. Low punt, but he gets it away.
That's just going to, Burke on the return here. And he gets tackled right at the midpoint of the field at the 50.
Good return, but that was one of those dangerous, bounced right to him, and
that could have went through his hands.
Yeah.
If no one was back there, that would have been perfect. If it was just a little higher.
So Minot with their best starting field position of the half at midfield, trying to get something going against this Cheyenne defense that's played awfully well tonight.
Rosiska cuts back to his right.
Number 2, Tyson Rosiska on the carry. He's brought down by number 55, Kane Petchak. Gain of 4 makes it 2nd down and 6.
Second and 6, under a minute and a half to go here in the third quarter. Still 14-10. Ziska again, just punching his way forward.
Keeps those legs moving. He's going to move the chains. First down for the Magicians.
First down. 1st and 10 for the Magi from the Mustangs' 39-yard line.
Maybe time for one last play or two here in the third quarter.
Kraft in motion. Play action. Beater rolls to his right. He's going to fire it, and that is right to the head. Oh! Jamison Allen almost had that.
Beater's pass is nearly intercepted by number 6, Jamison Allen.
Just through the hands of the receiver, and Allen looked like he had it, just unable to gather that in. Boy, that would have been huge to turn Minot over at that point.
Ziska again gets some decent blocking and decent gain.
Picks up about 4 or 5 on that.
Tommy 11 on the stop for the Mustangs. Hey, Mustang fans, it's third.
At third down, Minot does not have to run a play here. There's 1 more second on the play clock than the game clock. We'll see if they actually run something here before the end of the third quarter.
Last play here of the third quarter. Peter trying to get them to jump.
They're not going to run a play.
That is the end of the third quarter with the score. Cheyenne 14.
And the Mustangs lead 14-10 here over the Magicians. The lone score there in the third quarter was a touchdown by Barry Penu. And we're going to take a short break, and we'll be right back for the start of quarter number 4 of this week 6 matchup between the Magicians and the Mustangs. We're back for the start of quarter number 4 here between the Magicians and the Mustangs. 14-10, Cheyenne leads still.
Big 3rd and 6 upcoming for the Magicians here.
Run up the middle.
It's going to be close.
Yeah.
It's a little short for Ziska.
That will be short of the first down. It'll be 4th down and 1 for the Magicians.
It'll be 4th and 1.
A little louder, please. Thank you.
Last time in a situation like this, we saw just a little quarterback sneak from the Magicians. We'll see if Cheyenne brings an extra defensive lineman here. They do. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, and the Magician's going to pick up the first down. Oh, he's down the sideline, and that's a touchdown for Rosiska. And the Magicians back on top.
30-yard touchdown run for the Magi.
30 yards.
Good cut to the outside by Rosiska there as he came around. He saw all that traffic on the inside as Cheyenne preparing for maybe a short yardage dive type of thing or maybe a quarterback sneak, and he sees that, pops it outside, and he is gone.
Yeah, the Mustangs were bringing on the blitz there. And the extra point by Burke is good. And the Magicians back on top, 17-14. So this next drive is going to be huge here. See if the Mustangs can respond and get back in the lead here. I mean, there's 11 minutes, a lot of time, but, you know.
There is, but, you know, in reality, you know, it's maybe a couple drives per team is what you're looking at, short of some kind of turnover or quick stop or something like that. And so Cheyenne's going to have to take advantage here, and they're going to have to get points at some point this quarter, and knowing you're only going to have maybe 2, maybe at max 3 possessions, you're going to have to pull out the stops on one of the drives and see if you can make something happen. Still, it's hard to fault this defense tonight, Jackson. They've played so well, really, until that last run there by Rosiska. They had really held the Minot offense in check for most of the half, or most of the game for that matter.
Number 3, Kellen Burke to kick off for the Magicians. Deep to receive for the Mustangs is number 3, Race Wilson.
Cheyenne offense is definitely going to have to bring it here on this next drive. You don't want to have the Magicians get a stop and then another score.
Oh, and that's just going to go out of bounds. That was close to being a touchback. That's going to benefit the Mustangs by about 15 yards by going out at the 1 yard line.
The Mustangs are going to start at the 35 because of the kick going out of bounds. So they'll have to drive 65 yards for a score. Pretty decent field position on a drive that you must answer.
1st and 10 from their own 35.
Olsen, he's going to keep it here, and he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
They're going to rule him down there. The ball came out, but they're going to say he was down.
Brought down by number 36, Landon Bedell. Loss of a yard makes it 2nd and 11.
And that is one of those situations where obviously Caleb Deere on the move is, you know, a bigger threat than probably Caden Olsen. But we've seen Olsen on that quarterback draw earlier on that first drive of the second half pick up a chunky yardage. But he's tackled for a loss there, bringing up 2nd and 12.
Final score from Horace. Horace has defeated Grand Forks Central 22-15.
And Horace just announced defeated Grand Forks Central 22-15 this evening. It's going to be a flag. False start,
False
maybe.
start, I think. So, timeout.
Oh, never mind. There's not going to be a play. It's going to be a timeout.
I think it was right before the play clock was going to expire. So, Coach Newton wisely doesn't want to. He's already in the second and 12 situation. Didn't want to make that a 2nd and 17.
Another score. Shanley up on Bismarck Legacy, 62-7, and it's not even the fourth quarter has not even started. Sentry up 21-0 as well on Woolston. Bismarck now has a 2-score lead on Mandan with 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, 35-21. But West Fargo leads Bismarck St. Mary's 34-27 with 1 minute to go in the fourth quarter, but Bismarck St. Mary's has the ball, so they'll have a chance to tie it. And Davies leads South 21-10 at halftime. And then on the two-way side, as I just said, Horace defeated Central 22-15. Wapton up on Valley City 10-0. North defeated Red River tonight 38-20. And Jamestown is up on Dickinson 17-15 with 10 minutes to go in the third. Play action. Caught by Wilson over the middle. Breaks the first tackle and gets up to the 50.
Cheyenne's been able to take advantage of that slant on several occasions tonight. That RPO, that play action, freezes those linebackers, and then Olsen waits just long enough for Race Wilson to clear that first level of the defense.
Penu up the middle, gets 1 yard.
The Minot player loses the helmet there. Tajarius Jones going to have to leave for a play with that helmet coming off.
Olsen, it's caught! It's stride by, oh my God, look at this, it's Bryant.
Cooper Bryant right up the seam.
Look at that, showing some speed as well.
Up the seam, shakes off that first hit, and picks up some extra yards after contact.
That is huge for the Mustangs. Penu up the middle, breaks free. Penu goes to the left, he stays on his feet. Touchdown!
Well, Cheyenne has been the team that has moved the ball the best tonight. They have had the biggest plays offensively. We've seen that, Minot defense stop them a handful of times, but easily, if you look back at this game, Cheyenne has moved the ball far more effectively than Minot has. Minot's 1 score coming on the interception return. So really, it's Cheyenne that has done the better job offensively tonight. Of that, there's no doubt.
Low offensive touchdown for the Magicians coming from Maziska. Outland's extra point kick is good.
That one was important.
That was huge.
That makes it a 4-point lead, so still lots of time at 9-10, but that was the answer that Cheyenne needed to that last possession by Minot.
21-17, the Mustangs take the lead after a touchdown run, his second of the evening by Barry Penu.
And now you're going to put it back in the hands of the defense one more time. Ask them to see if they can get a stop against Minot.
Stop would be huge.
Again, we said, you probably got a couple of possessions per team, maybe a third possession for Cheyenne with the time that we had. So Cheyenne scoring on that one was huge. It's probably 1 or 2 stops for this defense, and that might be enough to salt away this game and put Cheyenne in great position to vault over Minot in the standings, move up to number 2 in the state.
Yeah, the stakes are high for tonight's matchup. That number 2 spot is on the line. As you were talking about earlier, if you're a top 2 in the state, you get to host home games throughout the playoffs if you make a run.
Yep, and you're at home the entire time if you're able to make it that far. So this is a big game tonight. Obviously, lots of season left, and you don't know how things are going to play out, but this is certainly one that you don't want to let slip away if you have a chance to win it.
First and 10 from their own 26-yard line.
Rosiska up the middle. And boy, you know, the Mustang defense is showing how a lot is on the line tonight. They're bringing it tonight. You know, Todd, going back to the Mustang offense, I don't think the Magicians have faced an offense like the Mustangs all season.
No, they have not yet. And, you know, obviously, again, almost doubled their entire output, you know, that Minot has given up on defense all year. Cheyenne putting up 21 tonight. As a team, Minot had only dropped 12 points all year, and great tackle there.
Yeah. Ziska, who had the 30-yard touchdown play for the Magicians on the last drive to cap it off.
Noah Olson with a great stop there. That's going to bring 3rd and 13.
This is huge here. And if a stop by the Mustang defense here, that will put a lot of pressure on the Magicians defense
it
to
really
get a stop
does.
of their own, because, you know, obviously we're winding down time. 8 minutes left now in the game.
Obviously, got to know where Conklin is on this.
Beater rolls out. He gets some pressure from Mansky, and that is incomplete. Mansky forced a lot of pressure there, hit him there just as he was throwing it. And that pass comes up short. Great coverage by Menz, and it's going to be 4th and 13.
Yeah, Mansky putting that pressure on Beater. Beater could not set his feet and put anything on that pass, so it comes up short. And this puts Minot in a punt position.
Colby Ehrman in punt formation for the Magi. Deep to receive for the Mustangs. Number 3, Race Wilson. Number 13.
So now you got the stop as the Mustangs, and a drive that takes a lot of time off the clock here from the Mustangs could put the, and it's capped off by a score, and will put the game on ice and seal the deal. And that ball's going to trickle down to the 38.
Good bounce for Minot there, but still decent starting position. Just over 7.5 minutes to go. This is a drive that Cheyenne would dearly love to get some points off of, and even better if you can eat up some of this clock. You get a touchdown here and put Cheyenne or Minot down by 2 scores. That really does not leave them a lot of time, and thus far they've shown they've not been able to break off any big yardage plays to this point, aside from that 30-yard touchdown run from Rosiska.
Olson, he's
good job stepping up in the pocket, and he had Race Wilson, and Race is upset with himself on that. Race probably thought he should have had that. But nice job by Olson, feeling that pressure on the outside, stepping up in the pocket, putting it in a decent spot. Wilson just unable because of the speed and just a little outside of his reach to bring it in.
Olson's pass is complete to Bryant.
Good job by Bryant. It's going to be close to a first down. They're going to say just short.
Gain of 9 will make it 3rd and 1.
So now it's 3rd and 1. Penu up the middle. Gets the first down.
Number 2, Barry Penu on the carry. Stopped by number 34, Griffin Broderick. That's another Mustangs.
So Cheyenne into Magician territory, moving the chains.
Play action, Olson fires deep, and it is incomplete, looking for Deer.
Yeah, Deer got tangled up a little bit. No interference or anything, just Caden Olson puts it a little outside of what Deer can run down.
Second and 10 from the 47.
Penu, great. Now the running game's getting going here with Penu after that touchdown run.
Stopped by number 34, Griffin Broderick.
He's got 2 touchdowns after coming back from that injury.
And he knows how to pick his way through, and if he can get downhill, then he's a load to bring down.
Olson, quick pass, incomplete.
Yeah, that one was outside of Deer's reach. I think Olson felt like there was pressure and he had to probably release that a little sooner than what he had hoped for. So now a 4th and 5, an important
4th and 5 for the Mustangs.
Important play here for Cheyenne. They're opting not to punt and try and pin Minot deep. They're going to put it on the shoulders of their offense to see if they can get a first down, move the chains, and keep this drive going.
You do want to get a first down because now there is a lot of time left for the Magician offense to wind down some clock and get field position if they force a turnover on downs.
Under 6.5 to go.
Olsen getting some pressure, gets rid of it, and it is caught by Pennu.
What a great job. Caden Olson under pressure, sees Barry Pennu flashing up on that wheel route up the sideline. Pennu looks it in, holds on to it. And as big a play as that was, the important part, they move the chains, keep the clock going.
Quick tempo, and Pennu's wrapped up. Having a great game.
Under 6 to go now.
Gain of 2 makes it 2nd and 8.
Just let that clock wind down. Olson's pass is, let's see if it's caught. They're fighting for it, and Caleb Deere got it. Doing the head tap, and Caleb Deere with his 2nd receiving touchdown of the evening, and the Mustangs go up by 2.
Well, really, the Minot defender was in position. Really probably had that. Deere just wanted it more. He takes it right away from the Minot defender and comes down with his 2nd touchdown reception of the night. Puts Cheyenne up by 10, a chance to make it 11.
2-score game now.
Number 5, Chase Adland, on to attempt the extra points.
Allen's extra point is
That's good.
It is good. That is another $70 donated by Western State.
28-17 with 5:41 to go here in the 4th quarter.
Well, at the start of the 2nd half, Jackson, I mentioned, has Minot been in this position this year? And obviously they haven't. They've kind of steamrolled every opponent that they've played, and they mishandled that kick. That turned into a Cheyenne touchdown, and they've given up 2 more since then. And now they find themselves down 11, under 6 minutes to play. Certainly they've not been in this position all year. And as we said, unable to really break off any plays of any significant yardage so far this evening. So here's a chance for Cheyenne. If they can get one more stop will put this game away.
And in the 3rd quarter, Fargo Davies leads.
It's going to be kind of hard to determine the player of the game now between Caleb Deere and Barry Pennu. Both have 2 touchdowns this evening. And they're both coming back from injuries.
And that's how important skill players are in this game. They're going to try and return this one.
Yeah, this is number 4, Prestwich.
Number 4, Aaron Prestwich on the return for the Magi. Number 8, Tommy Levin on the stop for the Mustangs.
Miles going to have to get a quick score here, but really a stop by the Mustangs will seal the deal.
I think so.
5:35 to go. This is arguably, probably the sharpest we've seen the Mustang defense all season long.
The offense has had big moments, but in previous games, but they're doing it when it counts tonight, when the pressure is on, and that's been great to see as complete of a game as we've seen Cheyenne play this year. Good pass and reception there by Kraft. And that's the first big chunk play that we've seen from Minot this half. As they're going tempo, they realize the hole that they're in, and they're going to have to make something happen. They get that one out to
Rosiska.
Number 2, Tyson Rosiska.
But only a pickup of 2. And that clock continues to roll as we're coming down on 5 minutes.
They're fired up. The seniors sticking around. Beater's pass deep, and it is caught. Oh, almost caught by Conklin, and he dropped it. That would have been a touchdown.
You know, he was using that offhand to make sure he had separation from Race Wilson, and unable to get his hands back in position. That ball also fluttering a little bit on Beater, and unable to pull that in. Boy, that was a golden opportunity for Minot. That one's going to keep Conklin awake tonight, knowing that he had a touchdown there if he hauls that one in. So now 3rd and 8. Minot probably in 4-down territory at this point.
These next 2 downs will matter. And that pass is caught for the first down.
Good pass on the outside.
Swiddle
pulls it in, but it's still 4th down. Maybe a quarterback sneak here, yep. And that's going to be enough to move the chains, but 4.5 minutes to go.
That is a Magi first down.
Beater drops back, dumps it off to Rosiska, gets a lot of green turf in front of him, and Rosiska is tackled just short of the 10.
I think Cheyenne's starting to look a little gassed here on this possession.
There is a flag. Riley Rahr's getting into it. He's got the police SWAT uniform tonight.
Oh. Holding on Minot. It's still going to be enough to not move the chains, but since it's from the spot of the foul, it's going to bring up a 1st and short situation.
First down for the Magi from the 25-yard line.
Beater drops back. It's almost intercepted.
Beater's pass broken up.
Braden Olson was there.
Yeah. Great job by Olson.
It'll be 2nd and 2 from the 25.
Opportunity to slam the door there, but still nice play by Olson.
Beater rolls to his left, gets rid of it, and it's incomplete.
So that 1st and 2 becomes a 3rd and 2.
It's
3rd and 2, 3:41 to go here in the 4th quarter.
Second of an equipment timeout there. Had to get someone for Cheyenne to deal with an equipment issue.
Rosiska tripped up, but he gets the first down.
Number 2, Tyson Rosiska on the carry. Stopped by number 4, Noah Olson. That is a Magi first down. First and 10 from the Mustang 22.
Oh, pass is dropped.
Looking to
pass and 10 for number 10. Hayden Swiddall is incomplete.
Swiddall looking like he was trying to head upfield before he looked that one in. So only 3:18 to go.
2nd and 10 for the Magi.
Dump off here to the left side. He's tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
What a great open field tackle there. That was Braden Olson. I thought that was Braden Olson again. making his presence felt on this possession, and that keeps the clock running. Under 3 now. Minot has to rush.
2:50 to go, 3rd and long. Beater fires, it's long, and it is incomplete, knocked away.
Peter's pass is headed for number 10.
So the next play here will decide the game.
It is 4th and 13 for the Magi.
They're going to kick a field goal here.
Number 3, Kellen Burke is on to
It's going to be
43
yeah,
yards.
43 yards from the 33 here. Burke's kick is on the way, and it is good from 43 yards.
With plenty to spare.
38 remaining in regulation. Cheyenne 28, Minot.
So they pull within the touchdown. Onside kick coming, I would imagine. So you need to get the hands team ready. All you got to do is cover this one up, and this one is over.
So we have a 35-yarder and a 43-yarder nailed by Burke tonight. Showing off the leg on that kick. So he's delivered 8 points for the Magicians, plus the 2 extra points. 28-20. It is within the touchdown, but if they were to score, they'd also have to get a 2-point conversion.
Number 3, Kellen Burke to kick off for the Magi.
So we'll see where Burke goes with this. Ball's got to travel the 10 yards before the offense, or before the kicking team touches it. Cheyenne can touch it at any point. See what he's got.
Look at this.
Ball rolls around, but I think Cheyenne comes up with it.
Yep. Good job.
Mustangs have recovered.
That was a pretty good onside kick.
That was. Really gave that illusion of maybe going deep, and then that's a good kick across, took that big hop that you're looking for. So 2:37. Minot does have the full complement of timeouts.
From the Magi 48-yard line.
So it's one of those deals of 1 first down does it.
Pennu up the middle.
That might be a hold on that one.
Penalty marker on the play.
No, they're going to get Cooper Bryant on that. So 1st and 20 situation here. And Minot's going to burn one of their timeouts here.
We're going to step away momentarily. 2:32 to go here in the 4th quarter. The Mustangs looking to ice the game here. They lead 28-20.
Here, when your future lies ahead, we help set you on the right course. When your whole world is about to change, we help you prepare for your new life. When staying healthy means staying informed, we help you find answers. This is perseverance, understanding, connection. These are remarkable people doing remarkable things together.
Pedu up the middle here, coming out of the break, and he gets a first down.
No, he gets the holding back.
Or
he picks up 11 on that, so it'll be second and 9.
That is not the first down marker.
And another timeout is taken, I think.
I was looking at the wrong marker there. Forgot there was a holding penalty. Yeah, so Barry Pedu does get 11 back there. Would have been a first down if there was only 10 yards to go. Another quick timeout.
That was Minot taking their second timeout of the half. Still 2:25 to play.
Mustang fans, make sure you check out our social media pages on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. As you can see, our usernames in the bottom left corner of the screen. Also, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the bell so you can get notifications on when we go live for these broadcasts. We're happy to provide this for you. It's been a pleasant experience. We thank you guys for all the support and for watching and tuning in. Well, got him to jump.
Well, that makes that second 9.
It's going to be second and 4 now.
That's a backbreaker for Minot.
That 5-yard penalty will make it second down and 4 for the Mustangs.
That's going to give Sheyenne a few opportunities to just get a handful of yards. As Pedu, good job just churning those legs. Picks up a few. Bring it to 3rd and short as Minot burns their final timeout of the half. So pretty much everything going to come down to this play, or the 4th down play, as I imagine Sheyenne probably goes for it to try and salt this away. So it looks like about 3rd and 2 upcoming.
Well, the offenses surely came alive there in that second half. A total of 31 points scored in the second half between both teams. Mustangs having 21 of those 31 points. It was only 10-7 at halftime.
Well, here's the chance. You get a first down on this one, and that's it. Now we're going to see a little bit of the old style flex here. Olsen just follows his lead blockers. It's going to be close.
That will be short of the line to gain.
So going to bring 4th and less than 1. Again, nothing Minot can do to stop the clock.
From the 38.5-yard line.
Yeah, first down will seal the deal here.
So it's going to be about 1:35 is when Sheyenne has to snap the ball by. But a first down wins it. We saw what they did last time. Olsen just kind of following some lead blockers. We'll see how it goes this time.
That's
going to do it. That'll do it.
First down. Well, the clock stops momentarily, but that's going to seal the deal, and the Mustangs are going to pick up a 28-20 victory tonight here over the Minot Magicians, and they're going to get that number 2 spot right back, and now also be Minot's first loss of the year.
Yes, it will, and Jackson, what a gratifying win this has to be for the Mustang coaching staff. I know they worked hard all week preparing for this game, trying to come up with a game plan that they felt was one that would stand up against this tough Minot defense, against this, and be able to score points, but also to hold them with their potent running attack. And as you mentioned before, who do you give the player of the game to? For me, I think it's just got to be the Mustang defense. We've seen them at times get exposed this year. We've seen them have trouble at the point of attack, and they did a fantastic job tonight of holding Minot in check. Aside from that 30-yard run by Rosiska and a couple of plays on the last the last series by Minot. Really, the defense played out of their minds tonight. They did a fantastic job. And yes, Caleb Deere had a huge game. Yes, Barry Penu, and it's always good to have those guys healthy. But for me, what I'll take away from this one is how good this Mustang defense played tonight, how well they were prepared, and how well they executed the game plan that the Mustang coaches came up with.
Yeah, what a big-time win, and what a way to do it. 28-20 is your final score tonight, and the Mustangs improved to 5-1. The Magicians will drop to 5-1. It's first loss of the year for them, and most points put up against them this year. 28 points that the Mustangs were able to drop on the Magicians tonight. You know, I think the Magicians, you know, just haven't faced an opponent offense, though, like they did tonight. I mean, the Mustangs proved that.
Yeah. You know, but again, this is a good team, and this is a team that will be dangerous for the rest of the season in Minot. But boy, for Sheyenne, you know, we talked about the importance of a game like this in establishing home field ranking and being able to host as many playoff games as possible heading towards a potential Dakota Bowl. And so this was huge tonight for West Fargo Sheyenne.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to get that number 2 spot back in the polls after beating Minot tonight. And yeah, that game had a lot on the line tonight, and the Mustangs were able to answer. After, you know, they've bounced back pretty well these last couple games after that brutal loss to Shanley a couple weeks ago.
And you know, let's you know, be honest, the Shanley's a really good team, and Minot probably still has to face them this year, but you know, don't discount how important this victory was for West Fargo Sheyenne tonight. You know, it was huge, you know, in many ways, and getting their studs back, and Caleb Deere and Barry Penu pays off. That was great to see for this team.
Yeah, once the defense, you know, got those stops like when they needed to, the offense is able to capitalize and you know, reward the defense and say, hey, good job guys for getting us the ball back. And you know, they took advantage of it. Some explosive plays there in the second half from Caleb Deere and Barry Penu tonight. That's going to do it for tonight's broadcast. The Mustangs defeat the Magicians 28-20, and they improve to 5-1. The Magicians will drop to 5-1. Once again, make sure you check out our social media pages on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, as Coach Newton's fired up about that win. And also subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can, and click the bell so you can get notifications on when we go live. We were happy to provide this huge matchup tonight between the Magicians and the Mustangs. And the Mustangs coming on top 28-20. I'm Jackson Miller.
I'm Dan Wolf.
Mustang Nation, we'll see you guys next time.
Only thing that's on my mind is who's gonna run this town tonight. It's a dangerous love affair. Who's gonna run this town tonight?
Yeah, I said it, we are. This is Rock Nation. Pledge your allegiance.